Okay. All right. Hello, scholars. My name is Joseph Ejike Oji. Today, the topic of our discussion in my statistics this video is for my is for my statistics classes. Topic will be how to construct a frequency distribution. Specifically, this will be for grouped frequency distribution. Because a lot of my students are having problem with this. So with some of the steps that are involved here. So I'm going to show it on this video. First of all, what is a frequency distribution? Well, in a frequency distribution, what we do is we try to organize data sets into more manageable groups. So we have a frequency group and we have their corresponding frequencies. So in such cases, the groups are organized into, there'll be different set of groups that we call class intervals. And then we do the count to get their frequencies, okay? I'll also use this lecture to introduce other topics, which are cumulative frequency and then relative frequency. So remember, a frequency distribution is a tabular way, of organizing data sets into groups and their corresponding frequencies. Okay. Now, the example we do today is this example here. It says it's under group frequency distribution. Now, in each case, whether it's grouped or ungrouped, we still have a category and their corresponding frequency. But the group frequency distribution, we organize the data set into manageable groups, like I explained before, and then count the frequencies. Now, let's look at this question. The question says, the data set below shows the pungencies in thousands of Scoville units of 24 Tabasco peppers. Now, for those of you who doesn't understand what this pungency is, a Scoville scale is a scale that we use to measure the pungency. That means how spicy, pungent means how spicy or heat that that chili peppers have. We measure them in pungencies. Anyway, I think you get the point. Now, the data set below show the pungencies in thousands of Scoville units of 24 Tabasco peppers. The question says, construct the frequency distribution for the data set using 5 classes. Then find the cumulative frequency and the relative frequency. Okay, let's do it. Ready? The first thing is there are a few steps you need to take to get this frequency distribution. The first one is that we have how many peppers? We have 24 Tabasco peppers. You can get it from counting it from here. We have 3 in each row. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 times 3 is 24. So you have 24 chili peppers. Next is, so that means is to find I will show them the class width. So let me start by writing solution here. Okay. Now, to find the class, we need the minimum number there, the smallest number there, which is the minimum. Minimum is the smallest number there. If you look at this list, I think the smallest number is let's see, it's 32, right? So I'm gonna write 32 right here. Then let's look at the maximum, which is the largest number. Maximum. Maximum. When you look at the list, okay. Yep, you can see that the 51 is the maximum, right? 51. Let me make sure you guys are seeing this. 51 is the maximum. Oh, yeah. Maximum 51. You can see right there. Now, so let's find the class width. Now, the class width, the formula, I'm going to get the formula for you so you can see it. I can't get it from this page because it won't allow me to insert the formula. So I'm gonna get it from this page, our rough work page. So the class suite, may insert the formula. Class suite will be maximum class suite equals, let me make this bigger, make it probably 16 or 18. Class suite will be, oh, excuse me. Class suite will be, we got, I'll move this up a little bit. Maximum, I'm gonna put this. Maximum, okay, minus minimum divided by number of classes. Okay. Oh, excuse me. So this is the formula right here. Maximum minus minimum divided by number of classes. Okay. Make sure you're seeing it. Okay. In this case, when you look at our data set, what we had before, our maximum is 51. We write it down. 51. Our minimum is maximum 51. And minimum is 32, right? So, and he said in this question says using 5 classes, see? So number of classes is 5. So taking you to that page again, we are well, we do our rough work. So you have this is keep happening. Okay, equals. So I'm gonna put this our maximum is 51. Minimum is 32. Number of classes is 5. Okay. And then, let's get this. Oh, why is this thing happening? Okay. Okay, good. Now let's get this done and make sure. I just want to be sure that everybody's seeing this. Yep. So get this done in a calculator. Okay. So I'm going to calculate 51. Okay. Minus 32 divided by number of classes, which is 5 classes. I got 3.8. 3.8. So I'm going to go there and put it 3.8. 3.8. So I'm going to copy the whole thing and put it in our main workbook so that everybody can now follow the steps. So this is it right here. So that's the first step. Know how many numbers you have. Then get the smallest number, largest number, then find the class width. Okay? Now, that means our class width now become class width becomes, you see, our answer is 3.8. Always go to the next number, next whole number, which is 4. So even if your answer is 3.1, the rule here is go to the next whole number. So if your answer is 3.1, the class width will be 4. If it is 5.1, the class width is 6. If it is 5, whatever, so long as it has the decimal part, go right to the next number. Okay? If it's 7.1, class width is 8. If it's 7.5, so it's not like the normal rounding. No, just round up. Just go to the next whole number. So in this case, our class width is 4. Now, this is where the form begins. Okay? We have our class width. We know that our smallest number is 32. Our largest number is 51. Now, to start constructing the frequency distribution, we need the smallest number and the class width. Then we make our table. So we are looking for 3 things here. the frequency distribution, the class interval, then the frequency. With these two things, we can get our cumulative frequency and relative frequency. So let's start with the table. So we're going to have 4 columns in our table. You can share what is saying this. Okay. Let's see. Okay. So we're going to have 4 columns in our table. 4 columns inside the table. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So this is our table right there. It's our table right there. So we're going to have pungencies, right? Because this data set represents pungencies. So I'm going to put pungency, which is our class interval. Class interval. Okay, you know what? I'm going to put class interval first. Make it here, class interval. Will represent thousands of pungencies, okay? Pungency. And we need 5 classes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me make just add just 1, just in case. Then we have our frequency, which we represent with F. Okay. That will be the smallest column we have. Then next is the cumulative frequency. Frequency, which is our CF. Then we need the relative frequency. Frequency, which is our RF. Okay. Now, I'm using one table to answer all the questions. So that's how statistics is. When you're summarizing data, you can make it easy for you. Anyway, I believe you get the point. Now, we have our class width, the smallest minimum number, the smallest number, which is 32. We start with that. Let's have smaller number of 32. In 1 minute. I'll get to home on this. Home, I got my table. So I got my table to home. Now, 32 is smallest, so write 32. Now, we get the first number. Keep adding the class width. Our class width is 4. So you keep adding the class width until you get the 7th class. Okay? So if you add 4 to this, that will give us 36. Oh, excuse me, 36. If you add 4 to 36, that will give us what? Give us 40. And when you add 4 to 40, that gives us 44, right? Okay. You add 4 to this, give us 48. Then you put your dashes. These are your dashes, right? Now, this is where we play a small trick. You know that this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is because the question says specifically using 5 classes. So you stop on the 5th one. All right, let's get the other part of the interval. Now we have, you know that this is 32, this is 36, right? To get 36, you need to get 35 first, right? So our first number here will be 35. Because you have to count 35 before you can count 36. Now, next is to start to add 4 again, because 4 is still our class width. So 35 plus 4 will give us 39. 39 with 4 plus 4 will give us 41. 39 plus 4 will give us 43. 43 plus 4 will give us 47. And 47 plus 4 will give us 51. So you can see how it is now organized. You can see we get our 51, and that it don't always give you the exact maximum number each time, but at least you get all your intervals. So we call these groups, each group a class interval. The number at the left is called the lower class interval. Number on the right is called upper class interval. Remember, these dashes, they are not minus signs, so don't confuse them with minus sign. They are dashes, dash, you know. So in this case, if for the first group, 32 is the lower class interval. 35 is the upper class interval. For the second group, 36 is the lower class interval, and 39 is the upper class interval, you know, and so on. Okay, good. Now let us get the frequency. You get the frequency by counting. So to make it easy on us, I'm going to insert another table, another column. I'll call it the tally column. Okay. Let me insert it right here. I'll call it the tally column. Oh, excuse me. This will mess me up. It'll give me 1 minute. Okay, got it. So that will help us in the counting. Okay. So I'm going to change this frequency to F. So F would represent frequency. Okay. So we have enough room for the tally. Okay. So F, cumulative frequency, I'm going to shrink it so we have enough room for our tallies. Okay. I'm going to shrink the relative frequency too. And then the cumulative frequency even more. And then so we have room for our tally. Good. We call it the tally. Tally help us to count. Okay. And F represents the frequency tally. Okay, good. Let's start. The first, before we start, let me make sure you guys are seeing this. Good. Again, one more time. Excellent. Now, the first number in the list is 35. And this 35 will fall right here. So we put our first tally mark. Okay. Second number is 44. 44 will fall in this group. See, 40 to 43, 44 to 46. So you're going to put your tally mark right here. Okay. 44. So 42, we have we fall in this group 40 to 43. So you put a tally mark right there. So next is 51. 51 will fall in this group. See, 48 to 51. So you put your tally mark right there. Okay. Now 43 will be in this group. Put your tally mark right there. 39 will be right here. 39. Okay. Because it's the 36 to 39. Okay. 44 will be in this group. 44 right there. Okay. 40, there are two of them, 40, 40. So it's gonna be right here. Say 40 to 43. So two of them, 1, 2, 2 tallies. 42, okay, will be right here. Now that will make it 5 tallies. So once you reach 5 tallies, get two gaps. Okay. Then I have 40. Now 40, then 46. So 40 is going to be here. And 46 is going to be on this one. See, because it's on this 44 to 47. Okay. Next is 37 and 32. 37, 32, 37. So we have two 37s and one 32. Okay. 37 gonna be here. 32 gonna be here. One tally. I hope you're having fun so far. Next is 38 and 39. 38 and 39 will be here. Okay. 2 tallies. So it's now 5 tallies. Give two gaps. Okay, 38 and 39, then 35 and 36. So 35 gonna be here, and 36 gonna be here. Okay, that's 35 and 36. Then I have two 41s. 41 gonna be here, and again, two 41s. They have 39, 38, 39. There are two 39s here, two 39s and one 38. Two 39s and one 38. They're in the same group, right? Okay. So this tally tells us we have finished all of them. Now let's count the tallies. This one have three tallies, so the frequency is 3. This one have how many? 5, 6. This 5, you count them once, so 5 tallies here and 4. So that is 9. Okay. Then this one have 8 tallies. 1, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 tallies. This have 1, 2, 3. 3 tallies. Okay. This one has 1 tally. So that is their frequency distribution right there. The class intervals and their corresponding frequency. So if the question asks you to get only the frequency distribution, this is where you stop. These highlighted sections are where you will stop if you're asked to get only the frequency distribution. However, we are not asked to get the frequency distribution alone. We are also asked to get, in part B, to find the cumulative frequency and the relative frequency. That's where the fun also continue, right? Let's start with the cumulative frequency. In the cumulative frequency, the first frequency stays the same, which is 3. See, the first frequency is 3. To get the next frequency, you add to the next number. See, that means 3 plus this 3 plus this 9, that gives us 11. Sorry, 12. All right. So to get the next one, you say 12 plus 8. That's the answer plus the next. So you add to the frequency you have to the next frequency. You add the frequency you have to the next frequency. So our frequency now, the first frequency is 3. We do 3 plus 9, give us 12. Now, 12 becomes our cumulative frequency. Then, to get the next cumulative frequency, you add 12 plus 8. Plus 8. Give us 20. Right? Then, to get the next one, you say 20 plus 3. 20 plus 3. That gives us 23. Then to get the last one, you get 23. You can do 23 plus 1. I'll make sure everybody's saying this. Yep. 23 plus 1 plus 1 give us 24. See, once you get this, you can now erase all this working so that your work will look neat. I like my student work to look neat. Matter of fact, students lose points in my class if they don't show proof of their work. Clearly, they don't clearly show the proof of their work. Then you lose point. As a matter of fact, if your answer is correct, but you didn't show your work, you didn't prove it, you get the question 0. All right, let's see if our cumulative frequency is correct. How we get the total frequency, we add all the numbers. So let me write them down so we can add them and get our total frequency. 8, 3, and 1. So we need to get the total frequency. That's total. So let's use the calculator to get the total. And we have this here. 3 plus 9. 3 plus 9 plus 8 plus 3 plus 1. 24. So our answer is 24. So we can now look at our frequency. I say 24. So the last number of the cumulative frequency must be equal to the total frequency. That's how you know that you didn't make any mistake. Okay. The fun is continuous, right? Anyway, next is to find the relative frequency. Now, this one is there's a different formula for that. So I'm gonna take you to that workbook so you can get the formula. The part. So relative frequency which is RF, equals to relative frequency equals as our start with our equation. So I'm gonna bring this down so we can use our equation. Gonna be frequency divided by the total. And it is a decimal number. So yeah, it's a percent actually. So let me copy this formula and place it there where it belongs in our main workbook. It's right here. So it's a percent actually, but we put in the decimal on the table. But when we write the interpretation, we put it as a percent. For example, relative frequency for the first number. Yeah, frequency RF becomes this is the first frequency. It's 3, right? So you're gonna be 3. Okay, 3 divided by total. Total is 24. So using calculator, we have 3 divided by 24.125. Okay, 0.125. 0.125. So 0.125. So 0. Now, the relative frequency for the other one, relative frequency for the second number, for the second frequency, you see, for this group is 9. So you gotta be 9 divided by total of 24. 9 over 24. So you go to our calculator to get 9 over 24. So you put 9 right here. Like it was 0.375. 0.375. 0.375. Remember, these are percent too. 0.375. So you can call this one 0.125 or 12.5%. I can call this one 0.375 or 37.5%. But what you put in the table is the decimal. Okay. So following this method, I got the rest of them. I got in my work 0.333. I got 0.125. Again, I got, remember, it is the frequency, but total, okay? 2.042. One thing about relative frequency that they must add. Oh, I wrote total somewhere. Total should be here. Right, 224. One thing about the relative frequency that they must add to 1. See? If it's bigger than 1, that means you made a mistake somewhere. If it's smaller than 1, you made a mistake somewhere. It must be as close as possible to 1. For example, if you have 0.999, they are good because that's 1 basically. If you have 1.000, good. 1.000, 1.01 is still good. But if you have 0.98, no, not acceptable. Or 1.2, 1.1, no. It must be 1 or very, very close to 1. So let's see what our answer here is. Check it. Then let's conduct the check. The check will now become check. Let's check it. Make sure the relative frequency is correct. So we have first is 0.125 plus 0.375 plus 0.333 plus 0.125. Okay. Plus that's this third 125. Okay, plus 0.042. Okay. Now how many of them? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let me write them down. We can go and put them in a calculator. 0.125, 0.375, 0.333, 0.125, 0.042. Let's go and check this in the calculator. So we got 0.125 plus 0.375 plus 0.333 plus 0.125 plus 0.042. So 1, see, exactly 1. So so our answer is good. 1.000. So which means 100%, or I can call it 100.0%. Okay, just 1.000. Guys, I hope you enjoyed the lecture, and to be informed each time I have a new lecture, I recommend you subscribe to my channel. Thank you for listening, and I will see you in my next video. Have a good day.